Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mark. It's really good to see you here.
Great to see you, Tal.
And how are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Were you in the plenum yesterday?
Yes, I was.
And what did you think?
I thought it was interesting. There were some speeches that were amazing. Rudy Giuliani's speech was extraordinary. I loved Tom Cotton's speech. The short speeches by the mothers who lost sons serving in the United States and kind of neglected by the administration, I was really impressed with. And I thought it was all in all a great evening, and I'm looking for a better evening even tonight.
There was some, conversation about the people on the floor who were opposing. What do you think about that?
Well, Tal, you have to understand, this has always been more a media story than an actual political story. In the party, the number of people that were protesting Trump's candidacy is very, very small, and they tried in various different forums and the various committees to get their ideas across, and they were defeated by overwhelming majorities. So what happened last night was kind of a last gasp of their effort, and it failed too. So Donald Trump is the party's nominee.
Today, right? Today is going to be voted on, or tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. Tonight, I think there's the vote. So we were going over to.
Are you going to be there to vote?
I don't have a vote. Republicans overseas do not have a vote, but we are kind of observer status, and we will be present, and we'll be watching from the sidelines.
Will you be applauding? I mean, you are happy about the nomination of Trump?
I'm happy that democracy has worked, and the democratic process has selected Donald Trump to be our nominee. And as you can see from my button here, I'm supporting Trump, even though I was not doing so during the primaries. I've come to accept that and accept the will of the people, and we'll do our best to get him elected, because the alternative, Hillary Clinton, is simply impossible from an Israeli point of view, as I look at it, as an American point of view. From the standpoint of the world, it will be a terrible thing for the United States.
And just one more last question. What do you think Trump's chances for November? It seems very, very tricky, to predict right now, but still.
Well, you're right about that. It's really too early. And, the conventional wisdom, which doesn't seem to have any application in this election cycle here in 2016, it would show that our Republicans' chances of any Republicans' chances would be difficult. But I think with Donald Trump, all the rules are out the window, and I think he's going to be appealing to a lot of people that would not otherwise vote Republican. And I think that, and because of the weakness of the Democratic candidate, and she's not only weak, she's a liability.
From the center or from the far out right? Which
I think
people
you're
who usually don't go to vote, but
I think you're going to see a lot of people, disenchanted Democrats, so-called blue dog Democrats, coming over to vote for the Republicans, like they did for Ronald Reagan in the 1980s. I think you're going to see a lot of Republicans who may have had some questions about his candidacy reconciled to that, as I have, and many have. So
blue dog Democrats, I love that.
Anyway, so I'm really optimistic about this. It's going to be a difficult fight. It's going to be a close election, I think, but we'll do everything we can, because as my colleague, who is the National Committee person from Louisiana, said, we have to win this. We have to win the White House in 2016.
Because of the 8 years, or why?
Because
why do you have to?
Because of the damage that has been done by Hillary Clinton and the Obama administration over the last 8 years to America's standing in the world, to America, the respect that both our friends and our opponents have for the United States, or lack of it in the world. We've got to do something about this, because if we don't have a strong president in the White House, a Republican president in the White House, it's going to be 4 more years of this kind of policy, and that spells disaster for us all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate it.